Hey y'all, it's Elijah. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. I want to talk about an awesome movie I saw. Um, this was on December 8th, 2022. It was actually released in Greece last year, and now it's just come to worldwide attention. And as a former history major, because I've changed it now to film and digital media production with a minor in theater, because I just love that and stuff, but and movies in general because of my mom's influence. But just to get to the point, um, it was called Smyrna, My Beloved, and this is about the commemoration of the lives lost in Smyrna, Greece. And as you know, Smyrna today is actually called Izmir. And believe it or not, I actually have a good friend at church, and I know somebody else whose family were from Smyrna, and they had to escape from the radical Turks under the command of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. And because he was they were burning down Smyrna, and whether what people want to say, the evidence is clear. There's a lot of witnesses, as I watched in a documentary, that Smyrna was burnt down mostly by the radical Turks. And I don't mean to use radical. I'm not calling Turkish people radical. I love Turkish people. I love everybody. But it's just people who were just killing others, like just innocent civilians who were Greek. They burned down the Armenian quarters. But anyway, this movie is about, the burning of Smyrna in 1922. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in September. So basically, since this has been 2022, even though it was in September, this movie was to celebrate a century old, to commemorate the lives of the burning of Smyrna. But there's this other show I've been watching, a Greek show called To Kokino Potami, and that is the Red River. It's a Greek historical drama also, but this is more in depth. It's about the commemoration of the Pontians' lives from Pontos near the Black Sea region. That was a Christian community, Orthodox, Greek Orthodox in particular. And interestingly enough, my godfather, his mother is Pontian. So that's one reason why I've been watching the show so much. But also, the reason why I'm comparing these shows too is just because I'm going to probably talk about this show a different time, but I just wanted to mention that this is probably what inspired the movie. And they said this movie, Smyrna, My Beloved, was actually, you know, uh, the largest production with the budget because they had to spend a lot of movie making it. But before we get started, I just want to say Kala y Anastasia Pantousi, que Mimi Denissi, bravo, Telios, perfect. I've been learning a little Greek, guys. Telios to the people who worked on Smyrna, My Beloved, To Kokkino Potami, and just any Greek historical drama. But I just want to give props to the crew in general because I feel like Greek theater film needs to have worldwide attention because in ancient Greece, Aristophanes is actually the father of comedy, but that's a different story for another time. Um, Anyway, about the movie, I don't want to spoil it too much, but basically, it's just like that, what I just described, the Burnham Smyrna. But here's the difference. The actresses that I mentioned, I want to give a shout out to Ionis Papazisis for his role in Toko Kinopatami. But anyway, but the stars of the show too. I can't remember all their names, but they did a fantastic job of this movie, and the reason why I like it so much is because it's about like the commemoration of the the burning of Smyrna, but like the people, basically honoring the people who were willing to try to, you know, to show the world, and it's going to be shown at the European Parliament. I read an article. It's basically trying to show the world that the Greek genocide, not just Armenian genocide, needs to be recognized, and it will be. Personally, it's been recognized by me, so uh, Ella, go Elas. So under Theos, God. But it is, yeah, the genocide's sad, but people don't know much about the Greek genocide. And but yeah, about the movie. So they're called the Bautzazis family, and basically it's about Filio, that's Mimi Donissi's character, and she keeps a diary, and it's about the years. It starts in 1916 to 1922 when they finally have to escape. But I just love the movie because like at the beginning of the film, it's showing like a boat and the people walk like you know, sailing off by escaping the city, because it's basically just showing the movie of their lives. It sort of reminds me of like Anne Frank, but not like Nazi Jew persecuting Jews and stuff, and her family having to hide. It's more like a build up, like the what they call the climax. So you guys just gotta watch it. It's really good. What would I say if you were to ask me what's the version out of 1 out of 10? I'd probably give an 8. You know, it was sort of sad. Well, no, I take that back. It was depressing. But you know, humanity, we're all screwed up, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a real person. He really said this. He said, "I'm ashamed to belong to the human race." And if you're wondering, well, how are we going to see it? I hope it actually comes out, you know, on Netflix or whatever, especially To Kokino Potami. But I don't know if it will, just because it was like a one-time showing. But again, Kala I Anastasia Pantousi from Elias, and Kay Mimi Denissi. Beautiful actresses, talented. Pithano, like amazing or whatever. But it's just been it was a great film. If you want one other thing too is, by the way, this is actually my first film review, so just be patient with me, guys. Just bear with me. I'm sorry if I'm just a little nervous. Uh, it's mostly in Greek and English. I mean Greek and Turkish. But there are subtitles, and there's some actors who were speaking English, but it's basically almost like a love story too. That's near like To Kokkino Potami. Um, I don't even know the guy's name, but the actor's name is Nathan Thomas. And anyway, in the movie, he falls in love. It's like a short Romeo and Juliet story, sort of, but not really, because they're having to escape and stuff from the city of Smyrna when it's burned down. He proposes to Levkothea, that's Anastasia Pantousi's character, and like it's just a beautiful but like tragic scene, because he's like putting his ring on her finger, and like, but she doesn't want to go with him because she's loyal to her family as well. Yeah, and like, but he has to go anyway. And then, not to spoil the movie, I don't as I'm doing this film movie review, I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys, but I just want to tell you a little bit about it, because I'm not that kind of guy who likes to spoil movies. Well, I have before in the past, but anyway, it's just a good film, and I just want to encourage everyone to see it. It will make you cry. It will humble you. It will show you that it needs to be recognized. And I recognize personally, to my fellow Greek Americans, to LS in general, to the nation of Greece, I just want to let y'all know it's not because I'm an Orthodox Christian. Um, I recognize the Greek genocide, and from the movie of Smyrna, that was a real event that occurred 100 years ago, and the Greek genocide. So, but to the Turkish audience, I just want to say, don't take this as an offense to what, because the Turkish media was really upset, but it was a real event that happened, just like the Armenian genocide. But I encourage y'all to watch it when it comes out, like officially, like on like besides from the movie theaters, because I had to like pay extra money to go see it. It's like because it's a foreign film, but I don't know. It was a great movie. If you want to know how I got to watch it, I like to follow a lot of the actors' works in Greece, especially historical dramas. And what else could I say? Take away from it? I was able to sort of connect with Filio, Lefkothea's mother, because I told you Lefkothea is played by Anastasia Pantousi, and Mimi Denissi plays her mother, Filio. And I can relate with sort of the character not being a Greek, but like having a diary, because I have a diary, or I like to call it a journal. But I don't know, it's just a good movie. The IMDb rated it as a 6.8 out of 10. Um, uh, I'll just say this: it wasn't better Man of God, because the life of Saint Nectarios of Aegina was much better, and I'll do a later film review on that. I've seen that movie 4 times actually, but on the movie Smyrna, My Beloved, it's just good because in the Book of Revelation it talks about too, from the Bible, that there's supposed to be. It's one of the churches of Revelation in the Book of Revelation, the Church of Smyrna. So, if you were to ask me, well, how did you get to see it? I like to follow Greek TV or movies and stuff, and I had the wonderful opportunity on a school night too, the week before finals, to go see it, and some of my church family saw it with me. Um, if you watch it though, I would just warn you beforehand. It is depressing, but it's also beautiful at the same time. And I just want to thank everyone who worked hard on that film, the actors, actresses, and the film production crew, because like they said the movie was filmed in Lesbos, and I have a connection. Well, not connection, but I just like Lesbos, that island. It's beautiful, and it was just a good movie, y'all. And if you have any questions, put comments down in the below. Like, how did you get to see this? I'll answer your questions about the movie. But I don't want to spoil it. But take care, guys. Bye-bye. Adios.